University of Pikeville and Big Sandy Community Technical College are working together to create new educational pathways for their students. We'll have more details coming up next.
Federal officials take aim at those they believe targeted elderly people 60 and older. What you should know just ahead.
Snow showers will cause a few travel issues for your Friday morning. Those details now at 5:30.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. We might have a few slick spots in the morning. Some of you are under a winter weather advisory and could see 1 to 2 inches of snow overnight. Chief Meteorologist Andrew Dockery has the latest on this severe weather alert day. Andrew?
Yes, Steve, that winter weather advisory out for really the Mountain Parkway, Interstate 64, and locations to the north, kind of like what we're looking at right now. Let's take a look at Rowan County. You'll notice plenty of cloudy skies at this time, and that cloud cover, the big story even in Whitesburg. But I do think locations like in far southern and southeastern Kentucky, they're going to be looking at more rain than snow, at least for tonight. Notice satellite radar. We continue to look at some light snow showers trying to work in. A lot of reports saying this isn't reaching the ground, but a few flurries possible. And just got a report of flurries in Pike County. The heavier bands of snow won't arrive until after midnight tonight. Now that winter weather advisory out for a good chunk of our viewing area, especially the northwestern chunk. And those temperatures, they're already cooler up there. 33 in Jackson, 36 in Moorhead, and still in the 40s in Perry County, in Harlan County, in Bell County, and Laurel County. Our forecast is pretty simple. 1 to 2 inches up to the north, really the Mountain Parkway, and also Interstate 64 all the way up through Ashland, and then flakes to a dusting for most of the Kentucky River region. Steve will break down the hour-by-hour forecast, and of course that weekend warm up as well in a few short minutes.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. The Louisville Zoo and Mega Cavern are closed again today. Crews are watching to see if a massive sinkhole gets any bigger. The sinkhole opened up yesterday in an undeveloped part of the zoo. It's about 50 feet deep and nearly the size of a football field. Officials are also looking into whether a Tennessee earthquake, which shut down the Louisville Mega Tavern on Tuesday, had anything to do with the sinkhole as well. Road crews were forced to shut down a portion of Kentucky 1110 today in Breathitt County. Officials said a fallen tree broke utility lines and poles. The power company is out there working on the issue. Moments ago, we learned the road is still down to 1 lane. Tomorrow, we expect to learn more about a Perry County murder case. James McIntosh is scheduled for a preliminary hearing after lunch. He is charged with killing Danny Mullins last week. Police say McIntosh shot Mullins multiple times. He pleaded not guilty Monday. A request to lower his bond was also denied. In Laurel County, 2 men were arrested after police found them in a stolen vehicle. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says Justin Chambers was charged with receiving stolen property. Deputies also say he had a warrant when they arrested him last night. Chambers' passenger, William Mosley, was also arrested. Deputies say he was under the influence. He was also charged with leaving the scene of a crash 2 weeks ago. Mosley is charged with alcohol intoxication, and Chambers is charged with receiving stolen property. An agreement between the University of Pikeville and Big Sandy Community and Technical College now offers students interested in osteopathic medicine a new educational pathway. WYMT's Taylor Upchurch has more from today's signing ceremony.
4 signatures creating opportunity for those pursuing medical careers.
When 2 higher education institutions, each unique in their own respects, collaborate, synergy is born.
Students from Big Sandy Community and Technical College can now finish another degree at University of Pikeville.
They will come and finish 2 years in a biology major at University of Pikeville and have the opportunity for an early admission into the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Officials confronting a large issue, addressing the shortage of healthcare workers in Appalachia.
The more people that we can bring into the medical school from the region, the better off we are in terms of retaining those physicians long-term in the region.
Encouraging students to attend and transfer within the region seamlessly.
When they do, they care about the issues that are found right here in Eastern Kentucky. They're from here, they know us, they know who we are, and they know how to take care of us.
Recent history of collaboration brought opportunity for students in art, science, and optometry. Now both schools are glad to support students in another way.
So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Hoping future physicians graduate and choose a life in the mountains. In Pike County, Taylor Upchurch, WYMT Mountain News.
Students who are already enrolled can now begin to take advantage of this agreement and move forward with their degree program in osteopathic medicine. Another controversial topic is stirring up controversy in Frankfort: abortion. Anti-abortion activists rallied at the state capitol today in support of bills that would restrict abortion in the state. The Right to Life event draws many to the Capitol, but lawmakers with the Kentucky Legislative Black Caucus and the Women's House Democratic Caucus are upset. They want to stop to any talk about lynchings, slavery, and the Holocaust being equal to abortions. Representatives with Right to Life say they're surprised to hear from the lawmakers.
Because slaves were not considered human beings, and they were treated horribly. They were treated very inhumanely. They were not respected as people, and children in the womb are innocent.
I'm here not to speak about abortion or about reproductive rights, but about the hateful comparisons of a woman's reproductive right to the Holocaust, to lynchings, and to slavery.
Kentucky's Pro-Life Caucus helps organize the annual event. Pro-life legislators and Governor Bevin often participate in the rally. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao is talking about a program to test drones. She says the pilot program will include testing drones in areas they are not normally allowed to fly. She says regulating this will be a challenge since the technology is relatively new. The Department of Justice has brought charges against hundreds of defendants who allegedly targeted people over the age of 60. Attorney General William Barr and other law enforcement officials say it is the department's largest ever nationwide crackdown on elder fraud schemes. CBS's DeMarco Morgan reports.
The Justice Department is taking aim at financial scams targeting older Americans.
This is a particularly despicable crime because it's a massive and growing problem.
Attorney General William Barr on Thursday announced the results of the latest federal crackdown on elder fraud.
It's despicable because the people involved are vulnerable, and because of their stage in life, they don't have the opportunity frequently to recover.
In the past year, criminal and civil charges have been filed against 260 defendants
who allegedly defrauded more than 2 million Americans of more than $750 million.
Officials say the scammers will target nearly anyone. Among their would-be victims was 95-year-old William Webster, the former head of both the CIA and the FBI.
My husband received a phone call from someone claiming to be the head of a Mega Millions lottery. The catch was Bill needed to send him $50,000 in cash to pay the taxes on the lottery.
The caller's tone soon went from solicitous to threatening.
When I got on the phone, he basically said that he was going to kill me.
The swindler was arrested last year.
I feel so sorry for older people who get this good news of the money they've won, and they are going to be terribly disappointed.
The DOJ says older consumers are more likely to fall for scams that involve computers and the internet because many aren't tech savvy enough to recognize them. DeMarco Morgan, CBS News, New York.
Anyone who suspects they are being targeted by scammers is urged to contact the FBI or other law enforcement officials. Today in Perry County, roughly 50 people came out for a job fair hosted by the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program. EKSEP, the Match.com for the workforce, as workers there call themselves, had employers come in and take applications for about 50 jobs. Some of those employers being General Dynamics and the Sykes Call Center in Perry County. Workers at EKSEP say there are plenty of good-paying jobs in the county.
There are job opportunities here in the region, so if you have somebody out there saying, oh, there's not really any jobs here, there are.
Adams says there are also multiple job fairs next week in Hazard, Paintsville, and Pikeville.
And we continue to track snow potential as we head into tonight and Friday morning. Slick spots will be possible, but then rain begins to take over before a very warm weekend. Those details are coming up in 3 minutes.
Plus, a big step for women. We'll tell you how some astronauts are set to make history.
It's the sign of continued hardships in eastern Kentucky. Straight ahead, a store in Whitesburg is shutting its doors in April after a strong 7-year run.
When you see news happening, dial star 57 or text your news tip to 5757. Services provided by Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
Around here, when winter rolls around, you never know what Mother Nature's going to throw at you. But for generations now, you can always count on low prices at Food City.
This week, save on Food City fresh ground beef, $2.49 a pound, 3 pounds or more. Select produce like fresh strawberries and Harvest Club russet potatoes are 5 for $10 and more. Only at Food City.